react-powerplug is a set of pluggable, renderless components to help you prototype quickly. What I mean by renderless is that these components don't actually render DOM to the page, but contain the state and logic for you to power your own presentational components. Let's take a look at the infamous counter example, first as a regular React component, then as a powerplug component. As you can see here, I have a simple class component with a counter for state and two handlers for incrementing and decrementing. The first component you'll find in the react-powerplug library is the state component. All additional components in the library are built using the state component and is what we'll use to get started with our refactor. The first thing we'll need to do is wrap our component with a state component and pass it in an initial value for our state. Remember, the react-powerplug library doesn't render any DOM itself, but acts more as a container for your state and logic that you can pass to your UI. It does this in the form of the render props pattern, which allows us to render whatever we want. The state powerplug component will give us two parameters we can use in our component, state and setState. Alright, so let's go ahead and adjust our existing implementation to utilize the params provided in our render prop. This .state.counter can be replaced with just state.counter. And our event handlers can simply be inlined and call the setState method directly. The main advantage to this pattern is the clean separation between state logic and the presentational component in charge of rendering the UI. The state component is agnostic of what it's rendering. It just supplies the UI component with the necessary tools to get its job done. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear out the existing state and handler functions just to clean it up a bit. And there you have it. react-powerplug offers many different components which builds upon this notion of state and logic being abstracted away. It even allows you to compose components together to handle more complex interface needs.